would definitely say Vlad is a very viable pick, and he's pretty fun to play. Just because you can spam his moves, just run in people's face, pull, get out. Overall, pretty fun champion. I'm just trying to get Brand down here, because I know his flash is down, because mine's down for another 162. So what I plan on doing is waiting for Hemoplague to be up, and then going for the kill. But in the meantime, just harass Brand, because that's all Vlad is really used for. His harassment. Hemoplaguing fights is primary, because the damage amplified is just ridiculous, 14%. You generally want to have another big CC on your team. Like if you have a Mumu or Morgana with Vladimir, it makes his ult much more efficient and powerful, because if a Mumu can hold them all in place and you get a Hemoplague off, it really can turn the tide of a fight. And right around here is probably when I'm going to go in, because my Hemoplague's about to be up, my pool's up, Ignite's up. Let's see where I get the new rank of Hemo. Go in, Hemoplague, pool, Ignite, transfusion. What Brand makes a mistake here is he tries to run back this way, going upwards, and if he would have just ran up this way, he would have been perfectly fine. But instead, he kind of made this weird motion where he tried to like juke me, I guess, which generally speaking, you always want to take the safe bet if you don't know what their cooldowns are or how powerful you think they are. And a passive player is better than being an aggressive player, because generally you'll have less kills, but if you're aggressive and you keep dying to the towers all day, it's not going to make your gameplay or your game any better. And let's see. Gragas doing his thing, throwing barrels. Garen, SF Panda Bear, as I like to call him, up at top. I'm just trying to get my Warmogs finished here, because instead of finishing the Warmogs, I figured I needed the Sorcerer shoes for the magic pen, because it will really increase my damage output on Brand and people like Caitlyn who don't have any magic resist built up. Brand, Mumu, and Caitlyn are able to pick up Gragas there. Pretty good gank. Oh, and then Ashe gets tagged by the... That's another thing. I've noticed a lot of people try to flash away from Caitlyn's ult. Sadly, flash bugging doesn't work anymore. But this is where I go in and pull and transfusion, flash in, pick up an easy kill on Rumble. So far I'm 4-1, 9-7 overall. So we're doing okay. I'm doing the best on my team, while Ashe and Gragas are kind of trolling at each other, so luckily though I'm able to carry us to victory, I guess you could say. But let's see what Amumu's got. Philosopher's Stone, Chain Vest. Nothing too crazy. Luckily though I'm able to harass him pretty well, because he has no magic resist. He has a decent amount of health, but he has nowhere as many kills or creep score as I do, so I'm just picking on him right now. Nocturne's pushing mid. Wriggles, boots, null. Nothing out of the ordinary. This is where Nocturne goes for the tower and he ends up... Does he end up living here? I don't remember. Oh, he jukes through the brush. Oh, 2 ignites on him. He did pretty well for taking the tower, though. He almost got out of there. That's where I just gotta really harass. Drop Hemo, Transfusion, Ignite, and Pool. Pick up the kill. And Garen gets out. Vlad's probably one of my favorite heroes to tower dive with, just because Pool. He's one of the only characters that can really tower dive effectively, because he's untargetable by the tower. But yeah, that's where I go back. grab my Warmogs, and I start to build my Rabadons, I believe, because even though Crimson Pact does not stack within itself, the Rabadon's extra ability power percentage does. So I believe it's every 70 HP you receive an extra 1 ability power. So it works out to be a good amount of HP from Rabadons. That's the only exception of an AP item in this build. Otherwise, I would build 4 Warmogs, Rabadons, and Boots. Would be the recommended build to have a big chunk of health and be able to do a lot of damage with Sanguine Pool. As of right now, it's 500 damage, which to me is quite a bit considering, let's see, considering, where's the champion? No one wants to appear now that I said that. Oh, we should see Caitlyn or someone appear here in a minute so I can, okay, Rumble. Like, Rumble has 1500 health, with a decent amount of magic resist with his Mercury Treads. But still, Pool's gonna do around 400, 420 damage to him. So, that's a pretty good amount of damage for an ability that makes you invulnerable, and it heals you for 12.5% of that amount. So really, I believe Vlad's Pool is overall his strongest ability. Unless you're going a pure AP build, then obviously Transfusion would be. But for this build, I just wanted to have fun, you know. Just try out, see how much damage I could do. The Ash Arrow hits him. I kind of unnecessarily waste my ult, but you know, I get the kill with Pool. And I go in, we chase. And I back up because I think Brand was going to jump on me, but he backed off. And then we pick up Caitlyn with Demacian Justice. I go to harass Brand a little bit. Mumu jumps in. I think he's going to ult, so I back up. And I try to get the Pyroclasm off of me, and luckily it jumps to the wolves. Then I go around, going to get Brand. But intercepted by a Mumu. So I just kind of kite him around. I barely get out of there because he exhausts me. I go to Transfusion a little bit. He backs off. To be honest, I think if he would have continued to chase me, he could have got me. But with this build, Ellie says Miracle and... Oh, come on, Brant. And once again, I get out of there with 11 HP. So, I am either very lucky with Vlad or very skilled. This game, I just end up with like 15 health half the game after every gank I do. So, Ash flashing over the wall. Mumu chasing with Rumble. Caitlyn in the back. Gragas throwing his lucky barrel out. And this is where the game ends. They surrendered. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed my gameplay of Vladimir. Hopefully in the future I show more in-game, real-time games rather than LOL replays. But it all depends on what you guys want, really. And yeah, so you guys have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe, and Hippopotamus signing out.